Good morning, Jonestown.
Good Morning Jonestown is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Another week, another sponsor, Russell. And I gotta tell you, I kind of feel like we're selling out now because the money's rolling in.
I feel a little like a whore.
I feel like a whore too.
I mean,
We're taking the big bucks now. We've transitioned over to making the big money, and we gotta advertise for these folks because honestly, the checks have been cash. And I'll tell you what, I'll do what we're required to do, but I'm not reading copy.
yeah, I mean, it's bad. I feel like we're selling our
I'm
souls.
over it.
And the copy is just...
It's ridiculous. I'm not going to pretend like Adam and Eve isn't a porno company. By the way, go to adamandeve.com. They're our sponsors this week. They sell, like,
I don't know, dildos and
porno and dildos, cock rings.
vibrating panties. And...
Yeah. Edible panties, vibrating underwear, just all around weirdo stuff. Like,
Yeah, and, you know, Adam and Eve, right? That's what you want to think about.
why to go all the free sites when you can go to adamandeve.com, which is a porno company that is named after the two most biblical names, that's super smart. That's what I want to think about when I'm
Right.
whacking off.
And so, look, next time you get ready to masturbate, you get on the internet, and instead of going to one of the infinite free porn sites,
Right.
go to adamandeve.com, place your order. In 7 to 10 business days, you get exactly what you want delivered.
So instead of going to one of the endless sites of free porno on the internet, go to adamandeve.com instead, and place your order, and in 7 to 10 business days, your mailman will know that you're a weirdo.
Yeah, those packages are not unmarked, by the way.
No.
They sent us a bunch of promotional...
Probably have a Bible verse on them, if we're being honest. These
Yeah.
people are cretins.
In the beginning, you know, we sent you porno. I don't know.
Yeah. What a weird company. But we love adamandeve.com.
Hey, you know.
We love them.
And thanks for the box of free shit. I don't,
That I have to keep in my car
my dog...
because I'm married and have kids.
My kids love these cock rings.
Yeah.
They don't know what they are. I think they're bracelets.
Our youngest loves the edible underwear.
They're like fruit roll-up.
Yeah, exactly. Loves them.
So go on over to adamandeve.com, and if you enter the promo code Russell and Tony Pod, I don't know, I guess they'll...
Send you free dildo? Send you free dildo?
Cock ring. Cock ring.
Send you free dildo?
Our youngest loves the
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 Send you free dildo? Send you free dildo? Isn't that weird that there was a park and just this clown that would hang out there?
Well, I think why would you, unless you're trying to fuck kids, why
Right.
would you just go to a park dressed as a clown?
But do you remember when you were a kid? I remember my PE teacher and when I was in kindergarten. And shout out to Mr. Stearns at Sherwood. Likes kids too much. No, but I didn't know what sex was. But I knew that guy likes kids too much.
Yeah. Who were these motherfuckers when you were kids who, like, wanted to work with kids, but they weren't even parents? Who's this dude that wants to be an elementary gym teacher? Who is this motherfucker?
Yeah.
What's his, like, who wants to do that? You're a 35-year-old man. On your list of jobs you would not want to do, how far down is anything with kids?
Well, hey, however, Well, for me personally, no, I mean, I don't, I wouldn't want to work with kids in that capacity. On the other hand, I don't want to like put everybody down in this area like that. So, elementary school gym teacher, and on the other side of the coin,
Well, now I said
that is a job that you get 3 months paid off a year and weekends off.
My point though was, I get it if you're a parent. You know what I mean? It's like the dads that coach.
But it's a good job,
The dads
especially
that
for this
coach-
area. I wouldn't do that, and I would double check anybody who did.
But if you're going to go through the trouble of becoming a teacher,
Right.
why wouldn't you teach high school? They make better money anyway.
Those who can do, those who can't teach PE.
Yeah.
I always hated that quote. My mom was a teacher
My mom's
for
a
40
teacher.
years, and I always hated that. Those who can do, those who don't teach. No, that's not true at all.
It's fucked up.
It's a good job.
Fuck yeah,
It's a great job.
My
Pays
mom's a
good.
teacher too. I didn't.
Yeah, my mom taught school in Escambia County for 40 years. But weekends off that, but it you 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 one hand it's like,
Dude, our whole family had fucking insurance because of my mom being a teacher.
Same here. But what I'm saying is the gym coach thing, like, that is a cake job, dude. Don't mean you're a cake if you have it. I mean, it's an easy job. No curriculum.
Yeah.
Once a year, you do jump rope for hearts, and other than that, dude,
Teachers.
my elementary school gym teacher, Mr. Stearns, dude, he's so weird, and he liked kids too much. Not me, thank God. There was this one kid, no names. He was like a towhead dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Blonde hair, blonde eyelashes.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Dude, and the gym coach used to say, "You're my little polar bear," and I was like, I was kindergarten. I was 5, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what sex was.
Yeah.
But I knew that guy liked kids too much, and it was creepy. That
Yeah.
is like 1,000 red flags. The
That
fact
is-
that I
that
don't
is
even know
creepy.
what that is,
Yeah.
and that guy's making me uncomfortable.
See, that's a creepy nickname because my gym teacher, there was a kid, I won't say his name, but he had what I would later learn is halitosis. And I guess he just always had really bad breath. He may have just been a kid who didn't brush his teeth. But our gym teacher called him dog breath. That was like his nickname.
Really?
And the kid was fine with it, and everyone thought it was funny. But I was like,
Meanwhile, he was scoping
fucking-
him out. He's like, if I got that little kid to eat my butt when no one's looking, he'd go home. His mama could smell his breath. She wouldn't smell it on his breath. Already smells like he's been eating everybody else's butt.
Yeah.
So, dog breath. That's not a term of endearment in any capacity. Hey, dog breath. That's what I call all waitresses. I can't remember their names, so I just call them all dog breath.
whoa.
Not waitresses. I would never do that
No.
to a man.
This podcast is brought to you by Escambia County School District.
Check out their open buckets of cum today.
I am a teacher. I am a physical education. I teach 8 hours a day, 108 days a year. I am a teacher 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I plan daily lessons that provide students with the knowledge, skills, and habits needed to learn, to value, and live a healthy and active lifestyle now and for a lifetime. Lessons are active, fun, and meaningful. I challenge my students to reach their potential socially, emotionally, intellectually, and physically. Modifications and differentiation allow me to reach students with a range of past experiences where they are. I change students' perspective on what is possible. Building on students' achievements, I help them internalize these to build their self-esteem. I implement fair and consistent class routines and procedures. Letting the students know what I expect from them allows them to know what to expect from me. I create magical moments for my students. Through relationships, life lessons are conveyed in conversations that transcend the boundaries of standard block plans. I seek development on the evenings, weekends, and over school breaks to bring new experiences to my students. I attend local and national conferences and through social media, through blogs, podcasts, Twitter, Facebook, and I model the benefits of living a healthy and active lifestyle through demonstrating high levels, showing my participating in physical challenges, and maintaining a health-enhancing level of physical fitness. I apply words and that will support the goals of my school's physical education program, a physical education program that supports 100% of the school's children. I collaborate with my colleagues to implement the coordinated school health model, working with nurses, other teachers, and administrators to surround students with the inspiration and opportunities to experience a healthy and active. I help shape America one student at a time. My students will shape the future for their and for our society. I am a teacher.
I am a physical education.
But you know, if you were a pedophile, like, what better job than like working around kids?
Santa.
That's once a year, though. You gotta.
I'm saying.
That's like
You save up all year. Knock it all out in a month. It's less risk. Go buck wild for 1 month of the year, then you don't have to worry.
But if you're a gym teacher, you get to see little kids in the locker room. all
No,
the time.
you don't. Did you dress out in elementary school?
Middle school.
Oh, I thought you would be like, yes. You didn't? We showered too. He's like, whatever the job, would you be a pedophile? You get to bathe children like my gym coach bathed me. Just me and him together alone at his house. It was weird.
You didn't
we
have
left
that?
campus.
After gym class,
Then
everyone had.
you go to the coach's house and shower, and then you come back. That's the perfect opportunity to molest a guy. Thank God, Mike. Thank God for Mr. Stearns, who did. Wait a second, you know.
He did
that, but I knew he wasn't a pedophile.
But he never tried to fuck you. He just
No.
took you to his house,
Just
bathed you, cleaned you.
Took pictures to prove I was clean. To show my mom later, like she requested, he said.
Yeah.
And then it was good. It was good.
Did you ever watch what was that fucking the show with Arnold?
Hey, Arnold?
No, like in the 80s. Like,
Oh, yeah, I saw
like
that
what you
episode.
talking
I know
about,
right where
Willis?
you're going with that bicycle shop guy.
yeah, the guy's like trying to take pictures of Arnold and some of the other kids, and
Yeah.
he's like, it's like a very special.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Can you imagine what?
Welcome to Different Strokes Pizzagate episode. Pizzagate episode. Pizzagate episode. Pizzagate episode. Pizzagate episode. Pizzagate episode. Pizzagate.
Pizzagate.
We're going down to Pizzagate's restaurant. It's Pizzagate.
I don't like children at all. So the idea of fucking a kid is like, I don't even want to talk to a kid.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with people who want to
Yeah.
fuck kids?
I like how you like act. These pedophiles are like, you know, for me, it's not so much the physical relationship that we have as much as it's the conversation. That's why I'm banging kids. That's why I'm banging kids. That's why I'm banging kids. You know, it's just after like a long conversation about how the world works. Like,
well-
what are we gonna not fuck?
They got, great pillow talk.
Yeah. Oh God. Pillow talk. Oh God.
Pillow head.
Yeah, I'm a pillow head. I'm a big kid head.
I'm a child head.
I'm a big penis head. Actually, I'm a little penis head because
I'm really into little penises.
I'm a big little penis head.
Have you ever seen those? Those like
Penis head? No, mine doesn't have one.
it's just
I'm all shaft, baby.
when I was a kid and I first
My penis head, I'm sorry. I'm on a roll. My penis head is like that, your pinky toenail. It's just a little sliver of penis head.
a couple more generations,
Yeah.
it won't be there anymore.
Right. But you can pop it, so you can peel it
remember-
right off. So
I remember when I was a kid and my cousin was like uncircumcised. We were little kids. And
why is your cousin from fucking the Maldives or some shit. I like how
I went to my.
you have a cousin, first cousin that's not circumcised. What's his name? Balky?
Adopted cousin.
Yeah, he moved here from Mepos.
And I went to my dad and I was like, his doesn't have a head on it. Because, you don't see the head until it gets hard.
Yeah.
And it just looked like this headless dick he was peeing out of. And I was like, what happened to his dick?
Well, son, your cousin's from Sleepy Hollow. We've waited till you got older to tell you.
Oh, that wasn't my
What
cousin.
happens is he puts a pumpkin on the end of it to show it to women.
It was my uncle. It was my uncle. It was my uncle.
Your uncle. Okay, that makes, I guess, more sense. Cousin, your uncle by marriage.
My uncle who always took his
If
dick
it's not
out.
your dad's brother, and your grandparents are like, we're gonna cut one and leave one uncut and see how they end up, and see where they lie. It's like that movie Twins. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I guess Arnold Schwarzenegger is the penis with a head. I don't know if he's the uncircumcised. He's definitely uncircumcised. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's from Austria.
Danny DeVito, his body is circumcised. Like they're like, bad news. We took a little extra off the tip. They're like, we went to circumcise your son, and we cut his off under the knees. Like he's now gonna only be 4 feet tall. He's like a little teddy bear.
You know the three most famous Austrians are Hitler, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Einstein.
Your uncle.
Einstein.
Yeah, those are three pretty big.
Yeah, well, Hitler, we know,
Which is funny.
had a micro penis. Einstein had a giant dick, and Arnold has an average penis.
Which is funny because I have always called. It's funny because I've always called Hitler Einstein.
That guy was a real Einstein.
Yeah.
I just wonder, if you can make any assumptions about Austrians, like micro penis, you get Hitler, giant penis, you get Einstein, average penis.
No, I would say micro penis, you get Hitler, or micro penis, you get Einstein. It goes one of the other ways. You know what I mean? You're gonna focus heavily on one thing. Einstein killing Jew killers, I guess. Like we can say E equals MC squared, but he had a lot to do with that great big old bomb too. He killed a lot of people too.
I guess it was based on his theories,
Right.
but the other dudes actually built it.
Right.
Like Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Whatever.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably micro penis too. They all have micro penises.
Yeah.
Like everyone from Austria
Maybe
just has a micro penis. They should call that Micronesia.
Well, yeah, isn't
A Micronesia.
are like Beethoven and Mozart from Austria too? Like,
They probably have micro penises for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Only someone with a little dick could make those beats. Could he hear a piano even though he's deaf? It's like you gotta have it's like a little tiny penis.
Well, Jimi Hendrix had a giant penis.
Mm-hmm.
You know about the ladies
The
that
Lady Castor Plaster or whatever her name is. Yeah.
it's weird looking though.
What if there was like a local lady does that for local comedians? They're like, look, baby.
Oh,
Yeah. Or are you gonna get fingered at the bar?
are you gonna get fucking finger banged at the bar until you queef?
That bitch is a fucking emotional support monkey.
Are there really mundane, like super just innocuous things that you really hate and it's like illogical? Like your average person would be like, dude, you hate that? Like,
I hate talking on the phone more than anything.
that's pretty bad. But I think a lot of people hate talking.
I hate that shit.
I hate perfume and cologne.
Yeah. Dude, I get this thing where perfume's strong. I can't breathe.
It makes me. I don't like it, man.
Yeah.
Well, the worst part about perfume and cologne to me, it's like that's one thing if you want to do that, you know, and you want to like respect my personal space.
Mm-hmm.
But like hugging someone when you're just like dripping with a scent,
Yeah.
it's just rude, I think.
There was a guy at my work who wore so much cologne that I would hug him every day so I smelled like a guy that wore a reasonable amount of cologne. This dude named Alan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would just like fog his car out, I guess, before, and I'd always be like, "Hey, what's up, Alan?" And hug him, and I'd smell like I had on a reasonable amount the rest of the day. It's very strange. Or someone walks by and you smell them for like long after they've been gone. It's like, why would you do that? It's rude.
Well, I really don't get it for other reasons because like, when I was younger, a young man, self-conscious, you know, insecure, more than I am now, I would wear cologne. You know, you do all the things you're supposed to do, like to get women. You style your hair and you put on a collared shirt.
Bathe.
Wash your testicles, you know.
Back one of my dumber days.
And I remember when I like went through my first, you know, kind of drug phase and just said I don't care about any of that shit.
It's pheromone.
They like you to smell like a man.
Yeah. Well, it's very strange. It's a very strange thing because if a woman has on a lot of perfume,
I can't smell her.
Right. And it's like, you know, I don't think that that's how you smell.
Right. Exactly.
I know that you just sprayed something on you.
Yeah.
Possibly to cover up that you stink. Yeah. Most likely.
Yeah.
Why else would you know what I mean?
Well, because that's the thing, you know, like, perfumes were invented, like, in the Middle Ages or before.
People smelled
when
like
we
shit.
didn't bathe for months.
Yeah.
And when we did bathe, we didn't even have soap. We just went in the river.
Yeah, and that's in our history, but that's not in our DNA to do that.
I know, and now
Matter
it's
of
like...
fact, it'd be in your DNA to stink. It'd be more beneficial to stink. Because
it has but I think part of it with a lot of... your stink has to do with what you put in your body.
Oh, yeah?
And so if you put a lot of garbage and like junk food and fast food and like
They're
alcohol
smell like
and
that and attract someone that smells like that. That doesn't smell
or
like
you'll
shit
just
too.
Yeah.
That's what I always ask a woman before I force her to smell my nuts. Like, are you on birth control?
Are you on birth
Bitch.
control? Because if not, this ain't gonna smell right.
Yeah, I'm doing it either way. I'm doing it. I just want to know if you're on birth control.
You might not know you hate me if you're on birth control.
You're not going to enjoy this if you're on birth control. Or maybe you won't in the future when I make you get off birth control before I do this.
So have you seen all this shit with like the male birth control that they're trying to, you know, the side effects are very...
No. Is it a pill?
Yeah, and apparently a lot of the side effects are similar to like the women's side effects.
Yeah.
And
regulates your period?
No.
Sometimes I get this weird thing where it's like, maybe what's going on right now is just in my head and I'm really in a coma somewhere and I'm in a hospital bed and I'm saying all these things and there's doctors around me and they're like, the fuck is he talking about? Like, obviously he thinks he's living right now.
Yeah.
And I'll think about that sometimes, like, before I look at my cell phone to jack off. You know what I mean? I wonder if my body's actually in a hospital bed somewhere and I'm about to jack off in front of a bunch of doctors and I'm like, oh, well, they've seen me do it before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or what if you're in a hospital bed like that and it's like 1988 and you're fucking
Right.
you know,
I think
6
about
years
weird
old
shit like that.
and you've imagined all of it.
Yeah.
The iPhones and
Right.
the whole thing and the fucking...
Yeah, I think about stuff like that a lot.
Fuck yeah.
It's weird.
Well, yeah.
And in a way, it is.
Yeah.
In a way, it is 1988. And, you know, I did. If anybody asks, I did imagine iPhones. I came up with that. and I want my cut. I like to like sit and try to like not channel, but like concentrate hard and try and like get my mom's attention back in like 1975.
Yeah.
And be like, this is your son from the future. Invest all of your money in Apple. I'm like trying to make myself a trust fund kid from the future, you know? I don't know. There has to be something to it.
Oh well, they've seen me do it before. You know what I mean? 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 You know what I mean?
Emotional support monkey.
You know what I mean? 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 I'm a big little penis head. 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 I'm a big little penis head.